So of all the plays that will be replayed by the Patriots in their minds forevermore, this one will probably be front and center and live and in living color, as had Wes Welker had caught that ball. The game would have essentially been far better in the Patriots' hands. Instead, the Hail Mary, they needed that at the end. Here's what Wes Welker had to say about the crowd.
And he saw it and threw me the ball. I think he was a little worried about the safety, so he threw it, a little wider or whatever. But I mean, it's right there. It hits me right in the hands, and I don't know. Just gotta, it's one I'll have to live with.
Yeah, Wes was running down the field, and it looks like they messed the coverage up a little bit and threw it to him, and Wes went up to try to make it as he always does, and we just couldn't connect. So he's a hell of a player. I keep throwing the ball to him for as long as I possibly can. He's a phenomenal player and teammate, and I love that guy.
He's love hearing that from Brady, because let's be honest, Patriots don't make their last 2 Super Bowls if Wes Welker's not on the team and doesn't play the way he does. Right.
With 100.
That said, that being the caveat, let's talk about the play, because it was 2nd and 11, 4:06 left in the game. Giants have 1 timeout left. If that was a completion, the ball would have been right in the red zone. They could have taken this thing right down to the 2-minute warning and been just 1 first down away from winning Super Bowl 46 if this is a connection.
Yeah, you can see Tom throwing it off to the left, keeping the ball away from the safety. And Wes, this is why he's a great player with 122 regular season catches. He says, I had 2 hands on the ball, should have come down with it, but you know what? He had a turn, Michael. It would have been a tough catch. That's why he's such a perfectionist, because he felt he should have caught that and everything else.
All I could do was take deep breaths, because I know what he is. You know what I mean? I know what it is to be a wide receiver, and I talked about it on game day morning. Every receiver dreams about making those plays right there. That play in the Super Bowl, Wes Welker, one of the best receivers in this game, certainly top receiver in the National Football League this year. In his contract here, he wanted to make this play, period. This is a team player. This guy right here has been a phenomenal guy. You heard Tom Brady talks about it. Hey, this guy works. He'll throw that throw 100 times to Wes Welker. He'll make that catch 99. That's just the one they got away, and it cost them the game.
Yeah, well, my hat is off to the New England Patriots, too, because the Giants won the Super Bowl, yes. But here's a team that was 14-2 a year ago,
yes, sir,
and 13-3 this year. Here they are back into the Super Bowl with a very young defense, a couple of great young tight ends, and this is a very dangerous team for the future.
Well, it is.
If you
think about it, obviously the Ravens and the Steelers will leap to mind in terms of which teams could compete to knock them off the top of the AFC coming into next year. Obviously, San Diego has hopes of getting better. The whole T-Bone mania, we'll keep an eye on that. But who really? I mean, they are going to be the favorites to go to New Orleans, right?
And they'll get better. They'll get better.
With the 2 guys, Aaron Hernandez and Gronk, and Welker returning.
Yeah, and I don't think Chad will be here. They'll probably have to get another receiver, which they'll do. Right?
But that defense, that Patriot defense, for all the maligning and everything that they've taken on this year, to show up in these playoffs, and they showed up today. They gave the Giants all that they wanted. In the end, that triple threat at wide receiver was a little bit too much for the Patriots, but they played today, and they'll get much better.
Still to come here on this edition of NFL Game Day Finals from Lucas Oil Stadium, side of Super Bowl 46. Raven Berry, former Patriot head coach.
It was beautiful carrying that trophy.
Bringing out the brushes.
That was beautiful.
That was hoisted by Elon and Tom Coughlin, who's still to come on our show.